Hello again, and I'm Marxist, and this is a demo review for Kirby. I'm just going to keep this in really low res because the demo is so long that I worry it may end up having trouble being uploaded. So we'll get started right away. He plays Roamer for an ESEA Open team. Probably the first two rounds, I'm just gonna watch Kirby, so it'll be the all the time 24/7 Kirby show. Alright, here we go. First mid at the map is Snakewater.
Let's get him! Yeah, thanks, Doc.
Pretty standard setup there. So going with a passive. Yeah, in that situation, I would strongly encourage you not to shoot at their medic. He's only 60% when you jump, and he's not going to kill you. The demo man is going to kill you. Their scouts are going to kill you. So the rule of thumb I like to use is just don't shoot at the medic at all unless he's like right in front of you. Unless your medic has died. Oh, and they've got a direct hit soldier. Well, you got the pop out. What more do you want, really? It saddens me that your medic isn't healing anyone, though. There you go. Saving the day.
Our last control point is being captured.
Okay, setting up a standard last hold. Spamming rockets like you should. Oh, we're gonna go triple off class. If you do this really quickly, it's not that bad of a decision, because it's going to be a while yet before they get Uber. Yeah, that was a little too close. You should have uncloaked probably back by the, when you were on the back barrels. But it's not really going to hurt your team that much, because you should come up in time for the fighting to start. And they gave a pick immediately, so also solid. Yeah, that was a bad push on their part. You should just go. You gotta trust your team in these sorts of situations to deal with what's at last and just get going to the point. I'd also like to see you... Okay, you're trying. You had the right idea, it just didn't work. They have a sniper. I saw that dot. I don't really know where he is. That's a fine decision by your med to pop there.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
And you guys have got this easy peasy. You shouldn't all be standing on the point though. You should push up. You only needed your one scout to cap there. You've already effectively denied these guys forward spawn, so okay, this is good.
Control point is being captured.
You got the right idea here.
The
They're gonna present. Yeah, they're gonna prevent. It was worth a try.
Alert. Our last control point is being captured. Time.
Yeah, the two of you, one of the two of you ought to have gone for the soldier that was capping the point. Because the back cap would have ultimately had a better chance of success.
Time has been added.
Alright, so we're into the good old-fashioned Snakewater stalemate. They're running a defensive sniper, so to me, that says, in a perfect world, you and a scout ought to go suicide for their medic. I don't know why your team isn't in here a bit more aggressively. They're not insane. Pushing when they have a sniper isn't a bad decision. You lost the scout, though. Yeah. Fighting a scout down here is a death sentence, but he didn't know how to play properly, so... Because those stairs are just awful for splash damage.
The control point is alert. Our control point is being captured.
I'd like to see you help your scout out here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You guys should just push to last. Your med died, still doesn't matter. You should still go to last.
Alert. The final control point is being contested.
So it worked out. We'll do one more round of the Kirby show, and then I'm gonna start watching STVs with very bad camera work. They put their soldiers up, which is a bad decision. You should win this mid. No. That was unlucky. But you should still win, especially because the pick... Oh, yeah. I mean, I would still be in. You guys still have both your scouts and a demo. It's over. Whew. Trap. Make sure you and the demo shoot at the same people here. Now they're down a demo, so this is still push time for you guys, even though they have Uber advantage. Not a bad idea to go for the medic there, considering the fact that he had advantage. I would have liked to have seen the rest of your team commit to that more, because they didn't have a demo, so nobody's going to die in a trap.
Alert. The control point is being
So now you're going to just have to seed mid. Unless you have the hero play to end all hero plays incoming. Oh, they still popped Uber anyway. Good choice to go for the demo there. Oh, well, you guys wiped. But, yeah, and that, had the rest of your team managed to survive, that demo pick would have been huge. So now we're holding last. The disadvantage isn't such that I don't think you guys could hold. And you're not letting them get much of a lead. I don't think you're gonna have enough time for the spy play here, so I don't really agree with this. Oh, are you checking? You're checking their minigun. Maybe? I hope that's what you're doing. Yeah, well done. The medic didn't die, so there's no reason to suspect that he would be switching to crits on you. Well, you did what you had to do there. It's just some people weren't quite as good at clicking on other people as they were. Alright. Now it's time to stop the all-the-time 24/7 Kirby show and move into the watching a team play. Because really for Roamer, that's a pretty big deal. Oh, your soldier gets skyboxed. It works out. As soon as you guys get numbers, you can push to second. They're not gonna have a demo.
Time has been added.
Demo should still pretty much not be there. I'd like to see more people with your combo. There you go. We'll go watch Kirby. Where'd you go, Kirby? There you are. You're invisible to me. Pretty sure that's you anyways. Definitely are. Oh.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
I'd have liked to have seen you going a little bit earlier there. They're not going to have Uber, so you may as well. And I would have also liked to seen one of your scouts not deal with the point there, because you guys should be pushing in. Yeah, this is cap time. Is he gonna get it? Oh. Yeah, they are respawned. Tragedy strikes. Yeah, you don't need both your scouts to cap there. That's what stopped that from being successful. Your med escapes though, so that's good.
Time has been added.
Uh-oh, Dr. Gilbert. You've got slide advantage, but I don't think it's enough to be able to do anything with. So we're back to a Snakewater stalemate. Nicely played. Now we're not at a Snakewater stalemate. A push should be incoming.
Alert. The control point is being contested. Time has been added.
See, I'd really like to see you guys slow push here, but you're trying the wrong door. It would work better if you went left. You're not able to slow push anymore. Had you all come out this way, it probably would have worked a bit better. But you got stuck at that door. They were two down for quite some time. It ultimately turns out that that scout died though, because you should come up something silly. Nope, stay scout. You guys could, if you are aware of how large your advantage is, you might be able to push if you pop like the second you get it. Let's find that Kirby. He's buffed somewhere.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Oh, the drop down. Oh, couldn't get the med though.
Time has been added.
We'll go back to some Kirby show while we've got a push coming in, maybe. They may or may not be aware of their 20% advantage. I like your intentions here. I would actually peek the grate, because you'll be able to. You're gonna have the best set of eyes right now, I think. So you're gonna try and break their stalemate. Oh, they're a med drop Zuber, and you get 2 shot by Scout. So unfortunate. Or 1 shot rocket self damage. So that's gonna happen. When you're that far forward. That's why I would peek through the grate, the little chain link fence that's back there. What I've liked to have seen you do, I hope you get this, okay good, is you'd like walk down here and then you can just peek right here, and that way you're not going to get surprised. You're also going to cause a bit of a distraction because they're just going to see you sitting there. And they're going to try shooting at you and whatnot. And then you can move around and do other stuff with your life. And I'm at the wrong side. This is, you know, for this being a map that's notoriously difficult for soldiers. Oh, you still got that scout behind you. That's frustrating. And you gave both your soldiers. Hopefully your med can hold. They're pushing out, but they did it rather slowly. So you should be okay. Just focus on... You should freeze the point, yeah. They gave so many picks. You should all just run to last besides that scout, yeah. Good enough. Pretty standard rollout all around. Watch how this mid goes, see if I can provide input. So your demo took damage. They've got great position on the point. Yeah. You guys are going for a passive mid strat. And essentially whoever dies first loses on a passive mid strat. So there's really not a lot you personally can do there. I would have liked to... Basically, if you guys are running that kind of a strat on Snakewater, if your team gives the first pick, I'd like to see you just suicide for their med. Because when you run a passive strat on basically any map, the determining fact... The main oh my god. The main determining factor... as to whether you win or lose on that mid is who's the first death. And if the first death is on your team, then you lose. So you may as well suicide for the mid, try and get an advantage.
Time has been added.
Because your team's gonna lose anyways.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
the air shots to be had that
The
day.
control point has been
Your
contested.
scouts have gotten distracted. Okay, there you go. Push to second. There's a spy on the point. Wow. Oh dear. Wow. That was an exchange.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
That soldier is so laggy. Wow. Hopefully somebody will be showing up to save the day soon. Yep, there you go.
Time has been added.
So let's see with your... Well, nobody came to meet your medic. That's very unfortunate. You're gonna have a sizable advantage and you're just gonna have to do something silly to take it away. They have a sniper again. The way, in my world, the way things work, if they're running a sniper, you may as well, as roamer, get really aggressive, because that's one less flanked person that's going to be taking care of you. They may also... No, they don't. They don't build with a scout. The sniper's playing so aggressive and with no support. No. Yeah, when you play against a sniper, you don't want to hang back like this. I don't know why you, like, maybe you were checking, but you don't need to be in here if your team's not in here, and your team doesn't need to be back here. Like, when you play against a sniper, you want to play up on the sniper, because if you give him a lot of room, he's just gonna run around and find the best possible way to kill you. Alright, so you bring out the fat man. Good choice. Yeah, you can't crowd that door like that, guys. There's a sticky trap there. Yeah, that was a botched push as soon as your scout died in it. I'd also, in Uber v Uber situations, if you're gonna play heavy, you need to wait a lot longer to come in. You need to wait until their Uber is completely over to come in as heavy and have any kind of success. Because invincible people are still gonna poop on you. So we're probably going to see a push out of them, so we'll go to the Kirby show. So I'd like to see you peek around. Your scout's already in there. You could help him out instead of playing so passive. Alright. I would like to see you in a different position here because it should be obvious to your team that they're pushing or are about to. And it's, well, I guess you get the force out and all you've had to drop is a scout. Going for a back cap here is the wrong decision.
The control point is being captured.
But you might be able to get it. Oh, your team had Uber. Yeah. So, if you're playing Disconnector, I'd shoot at the fraggers. There wasn't much you could do there. Backcapping was alright there. I blanked. You guys had Uber, so you were going to hold mid, so pull them back. Not a bad choice. Your team just can't follow up. And there's scouts behind your medic. Unfortunately, your med got on a bad wave. so you're gonna lose second for surezies as well.
The control point is
I would have
being
liked this.
detected.
I don't know if you were trying to hide or something out there, but that would have been the only way you could do anything on second at this stage. And you may. Heavy's pretty aggressive. Yeah, the point. Okay. I'd like to see you guys try and push if you could. You're in the lead, you got a round to give. I guess you're just gonna chill. Because you had Uber advantage, you'd have probably gotten it as they were realizing what was happening. Which would have put you in perfect position to use it. Oh, you're playing Flame Lord for 20. Playing back like this as Flame Lord isn't a bad idea because it gives you an idea, you know, you can get a sense of when they're coming in. Try and find them. They're playing Ultra Super Passive. Yeah, this push out was a terrible idea. There was you guys had an opportunity to push out, but the time for that has come and gone some time ago. So you get their sniper, that's good, discourage him. You trade it with a scout though, that's not a very good trade. They're still playing super passive. They gave their advantage because I guess they don't know what to do. Oh, tragedy strikes. But it's just a heavy. Who cares? You've still got your Uber. And they're one down, so not the best trade in the world for them. Oh, and he's gonna use the logic of I just went spy, they'll never expect it. It's very unfortunate that you give that scout pick. Lots of not focusing fire here. You're three of you, your pocket, and your demo all shot at different people. They have a spy and they're gonna try to spy back cap. Okay, you got your Hoovy there. He was looking in the wrong location, but he got it. Okay, he should switch now. He should, or push up his heavy. Either or will do.
Time has been added.
They've still managed to negotiate an advantage out of that. So that's unfortunate. They may not be aware of it. I imagine they might be. Your pocket's not building, so that's very bad. You need to be building right now. Yeah, this isn't a bad spot. The only thing you gotta worry about is spamming that wall. They might spam the wall on you. Good, good, good. Now you need to just get out of dodge. Good enough. Oh, get air shot. That happens. Now this is what we like to call in the business a hero Uber, and this hero Ubers never work. You know,
Control point is being captured.
if your intention was to Uber on them in that format. You can't have your flank get so aggressive. You need to play, if you're, you playing aggressive, that's fine, you're the roamer. But the rest of your team can't get that aggressive and give picks like that, or the Uber isn't worth the time. It's better to just have it for last. And we'll skip halftime. And here we go in the throes of a second half. Kirby is now on red. I'd really like to see you guys try something more aggressive. Gilbert's a little bit slower, at least by the off stick. Yeah, don't for Snakewater, don't put your soldiers up here. They can't do very much on this map, and trying to hold upper is not within their repertoire. If you're thinking to yourself, our soldiers should hold upper, you should just switch that to our soldiers should bomb onto their demo. Because what wins you Snakewater mid is control of the point. It's a lot like Viaduct in that regard. Whoever's standing on the point for the, for that bit of the mid is going to win. Their demo man is taking strong position on that point, and the rest of their team is just able to pick the most forward person off one by one. And you're unable to do anything. You guys need to get more aggressive on these mids. They cock up this push pretty bad. I'd like to see your scout realize that he needs to stay with the combo a bit more. There you go. The cavalry has arrived. They have a sniper? Yeah. Wow. Breaking out the hacks there. So yeah, this isn't going to turn out well. I've been talking about the wrong team this time. Yeah, I was watching the wrong team at mid there. So Gilbert actually did the right thing and you guys did the right thing on that mid. My sincerest apologies. Things happen when you're reviewing demos that are this long, and that's one of them. I forgot about the color switch. Maybe it's all those Euro demos I've been reviewing, because they don't color switch. Anyhow, you guys will have advantage, so worse things have happened. You're okay still. I would like to see you hold very aggressively once you get teammates.
The control point is being captured.
You've got heals. You have the heals. Yeah, you're just gonna give it to him.
Time has been added.
If you wanted to do the hero thing, that would have been the time to do it. But now we're just holding last with Uber, so that's okay. We'll go find Mr. Kirby. Go back to the Kirby camp for a little bit. I really don't like defensive sniper, just because any picks that he gets, they're useless. The only thing he can really do for you is he's going to force their medic early. But on Snakewater, because of how easy it is to trap, they're not really going to be able to milk that Uber unless their medic is willing to drop Uber to traps. So sniper really doesn't do much for you unless you're counter sniping. And they didn't have a sniper there, I don't think. You know that they've got a heavy. Hopefully you're communicating that fact. Spam is good. I'd actually like when you're running, if you are going to run a defensive sniper, you should probably stand on those rocks below the shack. to give him extra coverage so your rockets do more damage. Okay, you know they're not there. And you kill one of their soldiers. You could try and do a quick trade, but I guess you're not going to. There used to be this idea a long time ago. Now there are 2 down, but really only 1. And you're going to go ahead and try to push. Your fat man should be with the combo and not by himself.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Unlucky. Your team's just all spread out, so that push out was doomed. It was like 1 second everybody's with you, and then you rocket jump down to lower to check lower real quick, and then everybody's just gone.
Alert. The final control point is being contested.
So
You failed.
that's the inherent problem of defensive sniper is you get picks and you're like, oh, we should push, and then you try to push and you get killed. You're invisible to me again. That's life, I suppose. Alright, let's see what we got doing here. Gilbert. Push up, Gilbert. You've got this, Gilbert. Your scout dies first. That's bad for you. But they try to put their soldiers in upper again, which is 100% guaranteed to fail. And you win mid.
Time has been added.
This is one of those mids, though, where you're just stuck. You're not going to be able to do a whole lot. There are a couple different things that you can do here. Well, you guys have chosen to go with a sniper, so that is what it is. It's not my preferred option, but it can work, and you die somehow. I don't really know where. I'm going to guess that was an overextension on your part, since your team is standing clear back here. So try and be more aware of what you're doing. Inherently, if you're running a sniper, pretty much you should just be guarding the sniper.
Alert. Our control point.
Now you guys are boned. Your Uber is awful, absolutely awful. They don't press their advantage though for whatever reason. You've also got a sniper, which is another advantage in their favor, and they're still failing. So that's a 2 push. It's just that demo.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
And I suppose you're already on the point? Yeah. Good enough. They're getting their spawns, so that rules out a last push. Oh.
Time has been added.
They're 2 down. I would try it. You're going to get Uber as you go. I don't know where your team is. But if your team was a little bit snappier about getting here, you could try pushing last while you had those 2 picks. But I guess they were dilly-dallying. So you're good to push this way anyways. You're going to have to focus out that heavy. Last push should be over. You need pressure on the point. Somebody needs to get on the point. Somebody needs to get on the point. Somebody needs to get on the point.
Our last control point is being captured.
Yeah.
Our last control point
You
is
made
being
that a lot
captured.
harder than it had to be. Once you got these picks over here, somebody should have taken one for the team and got on the point, and then your demo could have just killed everybody else. Good, I like that. I like that. A nice aggressive bomb. But nobody followed up on it. You gave your life for nothing. What should have happened there is as soon as you bombed in and they all turned around on you, your pocket should have dropped down from here because soldiers in upper are utterly worthless. And then everybody else pushes forward. You would have killed them very easily. But your demo was too passive, your scouts were too far away from your medic.
Time has been added.
And your pocket soldier didn't attempt to save you. This is going to end up being another hero Uber because there's only you. So you're dead. Unless you have the best, yeah. Now you guys definitely can't hold this. And you're gonna get back capped. Okay, soldier, not the strongest class in the game. And there's several down. Probably, yeah. You're too many down now to do anything, really. You're breaking out the Flame Lord. So, okay. You guys are going to be sitting for a while because you've got Ubre. And they haven't done anything yet, so I might fast forward a bit until they do something. You got some picks there. And we see you were pushing and you're dead, so we'll see what you try to do. Don't shoot at the medic, he's not going to kill your people. Alright, a wipe. So, good job recognizing that and getting out of there. Since you're first to the point, I would like to see you jump flank.
The control point is being captured.
Yep, good job. Now you guys have a solid Uber advantage to push mid with. You should be going with your Uber shortly. I'd like to see a scout play with your combo here. Because, oh, and they are so close. Just imagine the damage if you had an Ubered scout right there.
The control point is being contested.
You're still going to win this pretty convincingly, especially if you're mid. Oh, they're way dead. You should just have one scout cap. Just have one scout cap. Everybody else go to 2. You're hurt, but you'll get health packs.
Time has been added. Alert. Our control point is being captured. Time has been added.
This scout may end up being trouble. Yeah. Oh, Gilbert deals with him very adeptly. And now we're going to be into not doing very much stage unless you've gone some kind of off class. Nope, nobody's really gone any off classes, so we're going to fast forward again. Okay, I presume that you bombed in. And now there's a pause, great. So we'll wait a bit. Doopy-doop. And after a pause, we're back. We'll see you come up, sniper. Alright, so we'll see what you do here. That's the pick you wanted, so you guys should just go. Yeah. Oh, they're not there to be shot. So it's unlucky that you're stuck on sniper right now, but it'll be okay if you can get some kills. It may not even matter. Yep, doesn't even matter. Oh, the heavy, the heavy. Surely we can headshot the fat man. You must headshot the fat man. Or make him run away. So, not the greatest decision from their fat man. let's see what we're doing on mid here. Gilbert wins the race again. He does the right thing by taking position. Don't let that scout scare you, Gilbert. You're the man. That was a good bomb from you, Kirby. That was really good, but your team didn't do anything off of it. So, like, either you need to call that you're bombing, or they just need to watch this demo review and know that when you say that you're bombing, they need to get way more aggressive than they're getting. Because all that's happening is you're jumping over, doing a really good job of distracting them, and then they come back and kill the rest of your team because you've given them a pick. Like, that cannot be allowed to happen.
Time has been added. Alert. The control point
That
is being
entire
captured.
team, when they turned around shooting at you, ought to have died based on your sacrifice. And your team just didn't do anything with it. And you're gonna come up, Flame Lord. Whoa! Well, their chariot Uber got borked pretty badly.
Alert. The final control point is being contested.
And it's time to go to second, maybe. You may be able to get second.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Oh, Mr. Scout. Yeah, he was a little too far forward. I would have liked to have seen you Kirby bomb onto them there. They're not going to push last, and it might have allowed your scout to survive a little bit and for the rest of your team to take some kind of position. But instead, you just seated your scout. It'll be okay. And we're probably going to be in for another stalemate. It looks like they tried to just, like, push in anyways. And that's a really bad idea on Snakewater, which you guys just taught them. And
The control point is being
nice.
captured.
Where's your team? Help me, team, please. Alright, there you go. I'd like to see somebody jump. There you go.
Time has been added.
And you guys have solid Uber advantage with which to push mid yet again. Get your buff. I'd like to see you peek window here with your buff. If you get 3 hundo, just go ahead and look up here. You know, you don't have to go in. Just give it a look. That way your combo doesn't have to do it the hard way. So you guys should be ready to push. I'd still like to see you bring a scout. They're not here. You get forced a little bit early. Your medic's flashing like crazy, so this Uber is not going to turn out nearly as well as it should.
Our control point is being captured.
You've lost your demo too. They lost their med, so you... In situations where their medic goes down like that, you all should just group up around your med and make sure to try to keep him alive. This should be a relatively easy fight for you once your scouts get in position if they work together. They're not gonna work together. So what went wrong there is you got popped a little too early because your demo and your pocket went in like right on top of each other. You still need to let your pocket lead in that situation until he gets to about here. and then your medic flashed like 1,000,000 times, and you can't do that because every time you flash, it's making your Uber drain faster.
Our control point is being captured.
And you're gonna have to seed this, and we're back to last again.
Time has been
And you've got Uber advantage, so I don't imagine they're gonna do anything. And we're gonna fast forward a bit. They dry push again. Very confusing and upsetting in a way. Your Flame Lord should deal with things pretty effectively.
the final control point is being contested.
They do manage to group you on the point, so this is like the 1 in a million times that dry pushing actually worked. And this is the golden cap round. Whoever gets it is winner, winner, chicken dinner. Alright, so let's see what's going on at mid. Oh, Gilbert took the first hit. He's going to have to play a little passively. Soldier fails rocket jumps. Gets destroyed. Oh, that's a rough day. Oh, you lose Dr. Gilbert, though. That's a tragedy. You guys take point position. Take point position. I'd like to see your med heal your scout here. Yeah, there you go. Cruiser needs them heals too. I don't know what you were doing exactly, Kirby. That, you ought to have just been on the point with your team. Maybe you were stuck behind or whatever, so don't take it too hard that I'm criticizing. But it's unfortunate that you died there. Because now your team is up. You would have had enough to push second, yada blah blah blah. So we're in stalemate mode, and since it's 4-4, I imagine nobody's going to want to make any mistakes. This game actually ends pretty quick. So we'll watch this very carefully. Make sure I don't miss the things. Okay. Something will surely happen very soon. A scout forces your med to pop. That's really unfortunate that he was able to get in. They're going to pop Uber on you. You lose your demo. That's bad. Use your medic. That's also quite bad. But you're going to win by back cap. Oh god. Yep. The hero scouts and you also win the game. So, in review, I would like to see. I mean, you know, the only thing I could say is there were a couple times where you got surprised and you either got lucky and hit your shots or didn't. But mostly what I saw there was like Roamer. You know, Roamer as a position is relatively easy compared to everything else, and it mostly depends not necessarily on the skill of the player, but more or less what your team does with the things that you do. The only individual criticism I have towards you is that I would start thinking about ways of like what can I peek for my team? Like I mentioned the thing on window. What could I peek to give them a better view so that the pocket doesn't have to do it? So that he can continue building. You know, just peek. You don't have to go in. You just have to look and see what's going on. Where your team is positionally, because there were a lot of times where you were doing the right thing and your team was doing the wrong thing and you got killed because of it. And at that point, it's one of those situations where 6 people doing the wrong thing is better than a couple people doing the right thing. I would also encourage you, it may be your fault for not calling your bombs better, but you and your team need to work out an arrangement that's better for you, because you were getting good bombs on mid, nice solid delayed bombs that pulled them back. Like that's, you know, for what you guys were trying to do on mid, that was fine, and then nobody would do anything with it. So everything that you had just done was a waste, and you'd given them a free kill. So that's more or less your team's fault, really. Or yours for jumping in too soon. So, and that's why I like, I'm jumping in two. And, that way your med can be like, no, 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 if everybody's hurt or whatever, to where they might not be able to follow up. Or we've got a scout, right in our faces right now, don't. Something like that. Anything to help. Um, as far as like your behavior the rest of the time, pretty much okay. I'd encourage your team when you push last to get more people on the point, or at least somebody needs to man up and say I'm dying on the point, so that the team crashes the point and it's an easy life, easy game for Dr. Gilbert to just kill everyone on the point. That can be you, that could be a scout, it could be your pocket, it could be your medic. It doesn't really matter, just as long as somebody does it. Little riskier for your med to do it, so he should only really do it if, you know, uh, you're winning pretty convincingly. See, other than that, I'd also like to see you playing a little less passively in disadvantage hold situations. Like there was one time where your team had to know that they were going to Uber in on you, and you were just watching kitchen, and you ended up going for a back cap, which pulled them back. But it would have just been better for you to be in a forward position to force them as your team played passively, and then your team lives or dies by your ability to force their Uber, which you probably could have done, and then you re-Uber onto them. So, that's a strat call for your team. I'd like to see you putting yourself in position to force more often when that's needed of you. It's not going to help your KD, but it's going to help your team. Because that match was closer than it needed to be. I'm sure you can agree with that. So, yeah. So on the whole, I hope you found this to be helpful. Feel free to submit more. I don't have like I said, I don't have a ton of individual criticism. It's mostly team play issues. It's like when medics ask for help. 90% of the time, it's not the medic's fault for the things that are happening. Like you drop people or whatever, and that's about the extent of what is the medic's fault, and that it's roamers much the same way. You can do basically anything at roamer and be somewhat successful with it, but if your team doesn't play correctly with it, you're gonna have a rough luck.